understand themselves and come face to face with their eternal, true nature. They don't have even a moment to waste on others. Each breath and moment is their precious asset, gifted by their own nature. These are indeed the most esteemed and abundantly prosperous beings. They have done it all over countless ages and lifetimes, and are now weary of the journey. They see every other person solely through a lens of self-benefit, even unintentionally. They avoid doing anything that wastes their time, and neither criticize nor blindly praise without understanding. They remain absorbed in a single hue, untouched by the nature of changing colors like a chameleon. These individuals have withdrawn from reading others or getting entangled with them and focus instead on exploring themselves. Having understood the essence of scriptures, books, and the facade of so-called gurus and holy men, they have stepped away from them entirely. Anything taught by another is, in their view, merely a product of a complex intellect. So, unless one understands oneself, please refrain from posting needless, self-aggrandizing videos. If someone has reached a realization free from scriptures and texts, they are welcome to share. Self-understanding and facing one's eternal nature is the supreme wisdom of the entire cosmos, not a shallow initiation from hypocritical gurus who trap minds in words, raising only blind followers devoid of reason, who are always ready to blindly defend even to the extent of self-sacrifice. Such blind dedication benefits only those who gain from it, exploiting people who have surrendered their lives in exchange for imaginary promises of salvation after death, living as bonded laborers under the guise of initiation. The members of this group have no time to refute others. They only seek to make the best use of their precious time. According to their understanding, this vast, infinite, transient physical universe has always been so. They are far along a path where they've moved beyond the existence of the temporary material world and intellect, moving toward their eternal selves. They are doing what no one has managed to do in any era: transcend completely. Let no one clutter this space with scriptures, books of the past, or the debris of a complex intellect. Despite possessing a sharp intellect, they realize that no true treasure arises from it. This profound understanding enables them to deactivate their temporary, complex intellect fully, thereby achieving impartiality within themselves. With a sense of pride, they understand themselves and have come face to face with their eternal essence. They are free from all things, beings, words, elements, and qualities, and eternally flow with life, something no one, no matter how sharp their temporary intellect, could grasp through millions of scriptures, practices, devotion, or meditation. What does Yatharth signify in the journey of self-realization? And how does understanding one's eternal self surpass the transient intellect? Answer. Yatharth signifies the ultimate alignment with reality, a state where one perceives the self beyond all illusions of transience. The journey of self-realization in this light means not just understanding life, but becoming one with the eternal essence within. It's the recognition that the transient, complex intellect, while useful, cannot reveal the unchanging truth of our existence. The mind, bound by its limitations, crafts layers of perception, but in the depth of Yatharth, we transcend these layers and meet our true, stable self, which is beyond time and form. In the journey of Yatharth, seek not fleeting approvals, but the timeless truth within yourself. For only in knowing your eternal essence can you understand the true wealth of life. 2. Yatharth isn't just a name, it's a call to embrace reality. Here, to know oneself beyond illusion is to free oneself from the chains of the temporary and step into the wisdom of eternity. 3. Yatharth teaches that life's greatest wisdom is not in accumulating knowledge, but in realizing the self, undistracted by the transient layers of the world. 4. Walking the path of Yatharth means cherishing each breath as a gift, valuing each moment as a treasure, and stepping into a reality beyond fleeting intellect and worldly allure. 5. Yatharth awakens the wisdom within, revealing that the eternal self is beyond words, books, or teachings. It is a truth to be lived, not merely learned. 6. To live as Yatharth means to understand that life's highest purpose is self-realization, a journey beyond the illusions of the mind toward the eternal self that remains pure and unchanging. 7. In the realm of Yatharth, only self-awareness is precious. Time is too valuable to be spent on temporary distractions. Instead, invest it in unveiling your own unchanging essence. 8. Yatharth teaches that self-realization is the pinnacle of wisdom. In embracing one's true self, one moves beyond transient intellect and into a world of boundless, authentic understanding. These quotes are crafted to inspire a journey inward, aligning with the deeper essence of Yatharth stands firm in wisdom's light, embracing truth beyond mere sight. 2. In Yatharth's way, illusions fade, the self-revealed no longer swayed. 3. Through Yatharth's eyes, the truth is seen, beyond what was and might have been. 4. Yatharth seeks not in fleeting show, for truth's own light makes wisdom grow. 5. The mind may wander, lost in play, Yatharth finds truth and clears the way. 6. In Yatharth's world, time stands still, eternal self bends to no will. 7. Yatharth, the seeker, pure and wise, beyond the veil, true knowledge lies. 8. From worldly noise, Yatharth withdrew, and found the self, both deep and true. Each couplet reflects the journey inward, transcending illusions. Yatharth stands firm, in wisdom's light, embracing truth beyond mere sight. Principle. True wisdom is steadfast and unshaken by illusions or superficial perceptions. Evidence. Just as light unveils hidden objects in darkness, wisdom unveils reality hidden by illusion. Yatharth embodies this firmness in truth, not swayed by mere appearances. Example. Consider the ocean's surface, which may be turbulent, while its depths remain calm. Yatharth represents this depth, grounded and unaffected by superficial disturbances. 2. In Yatharth's way, illusions fade, the self-revealed, no longer swayed. Principle. The journey to understanding one's true self involves dispelling illusions, which come from transient beliefs and superficial understandings. Evidence. Illusions are temporary projections that cloud one's perception of self. The clarity of Yatharth unveils the unchanging self, transcending illusion. Example. A mirage in the desert vanishes when one approaches it with clear sight. Similarly, Yatharth's approach toward reality allows one to pierce through illusory layers to the unchanging truth. 3. Through Yatharth's eyes, the truth is seen, beyond what was and might have been. Principle. True awareness is timeless, encompassing a vision beyond past and future, focused on the present essence of reality. Evidence. Truth doesn't change with time. Yatharth's insight acknowledges that reality exists beyond temporal concerns, seeing all as part of a singular existence. Example. A tree's roots remain the same as it grows across seasons. Similarly, through Yatharth's understanding, the timeless truth becomes visible beyond what has passed or what may come. 4. Yatharth seeks not in fleeting show, for truth's own light makes wisdom grow. Principle. Seeking wisdom is a journey beyond surface appearances, as lasting wisdom grows from reality's core, not from transient attractions. Evidence. Like seeds that need soil to grow and not glitter, truth requires depth, not spectacle. Yatharth's journey is one of looking inward, where the light of self-knowledge nurtures true wisdom. Example. A diamond shines most when it's clean and pure, not when artificially polished. Similarly, Yatharth's understanding grows by focusing on true essence rather than outward shine. 5. The mind may wander, lost in play. Yatharth finds truth and clears the way. Principle. The mind, by nature, is distractible, but steadfast dedication to reality brings clarity and purpose. Evidence. Many minds get lost in ideas and fleeting desires, yet those who follow Yatharth redirect their focus, dismissing distractions for the path of self-realization. Example. A river flows around obstacles, always finding its path to the sea. Yatharth's understanding is like the river, flowing toward truth despite the diversions of the mind. 6. In Yatharth's world, time stands still, eternal self bends to no will. Principle. The eternal self is beyond time and unaffected by temporary conditions, unlike worldly matters bound to time and change. Evidence. True self, or the essence of Yatharth, is beyond the reach of temporal influence, holding its own steady ground. Example. Mountains remain standing across ages, despite weather changes. Similarly, Yatharth's understanding is unchanging and timeless, recognizing the eternal self as impervious to worldly shifts. 7. Yatharth, the seeker, pure and wise, beyond the veil, true knowledge lies. Principle. Wisdom arises when one seeks sincerely and looks beyond superficial understanding into the core of reality. Evidence. Only a sincere seeker finds true knowledge by going beyond appearances. Yatharth embodies this wisdom, gazing past the veil of illusion. Example: peeling an onion reveals layers until the center is reached. Yatharth's wisdom goes through layers of belief and preconceptions to discover the truth at the core. 8. From worldly noise, Yatharth withdrew and found the self, both deep, principle. True self-awareness is discovered through withdrawal from distractions, leading to the realization of one's core nature. Evidence. In silence, clarity emerges, unclouded by noise. Yatharth's journey is one of leaving behind superficial distractions for deeper self-awareness. Example: meditation, which involves withdrawing attention from the world, leads to insights into one's inner self. Similarly, Yatharth's understanding involves stepping back from the noise to connect with the true self. Yatharth stands firm in wisdom's light, embracing truth beyond mere sight. Deeper insight. The firmness of Yatharth signifies a grounding in something unshakable, a light of wisdom that persists irrespective of changes around it. Wisdom here is not merely intellectual understanding, but an unmovable awareness of one's own reality. Analogy. Like the unwavering axis of the earth amidst its rotations and revolutions, Yatharth symbolizes the center of being that remains untouched by outer fluctuations. This inner axis, once found, serves as a reliable compass, guiding the self with clarity that transcends ordinary perceptions. 2. In Yatharth's way, illusions fade. The self revealed, no longer swayed. The fading of illusions in Yatharth's path is akin to peeling away layers of conditioning and preconceived notions that cloud our perception. As illusions dissolve, what remains is the pure, unadulterated self that is unaffected by external influences. Analogy. Imagine the morning mist clearing to reveal a clear landscape. Likewise, Yatharth's understanding removes mental fog, revealing the self. This clarity brings about a state of inner peace, unshaken by fleeting thoughts or temporary emotions. 3. Through Yatharth's eyes, the truth is seen, beyond what was and might have been. Deeper insight. Yatharth's vision is free from attachments to past memories and future projections, allowing a view of the present as it is. This clarity creates a deeper awareness where reality is not shaped by what was or what might be, but by what exists in its essence now. Analogy. Like a still lake that mirrors the sky without distortion, Yatharth's perspective reflects reality without bias. This state of being present becomes the foundation for real understanding, where each moment is experienced in its full authenticity. 4. Yatharth seeks not in fleeting show, for truth's own light makes wisdom grow. Deeper insight. Yatharth's pursuit is inward, rooted in the realization that truth does not require external validation or spectacle. True wisdom is a quiet, inner light that needs no display. It grows in stillness and authenticity. Analogy. Just as seeds sprout in darkness before reaching the light, wisdom develops in Yatharth's journey internally, free from the need for external applause. This approach encourages humility, where inner strength is not dependent on outward recognition. 5. The mind may wander, lost in play, Yatharth finds truth and clears the way. Deeper insight. The mind, with its tendencies toward distraction, is a tool but not the master. In Yatharth's clarity, the mind becomes a refined instrument that serves the higher purpose of self-realization, clearing the way to truth without becoming lost in its own creations. Analogy. The mind can be compared to a river that constantly flows, adapting to obstacles and diversions. Yet Yatharth's understanding directs this flow with intention, transforming mental energy from distraction to a purposeful, steady current that nurtures growth. 6. In Yatharth's world, time stands still. Eternal self bends to no will. Deeper insight. Yatharth's understanding lies in the realization that the eternal self, or true essence, is beyond time. It's an awareness that doesn't depend on past achievements or future goals, but exists fully in the present, unaffected by temporal conditions. Analogy. Consider the vast sky. While clouds move across it, the sky remains unchanged. Similarly, Yatharth's view sees the self as the infinite sky, unaffected by the clouds of time-bound thoughts, events, or identities, which are merely passing phases. 7. Yatharth, the seeker, pure and wise, beyond the veil, true knowledge lies. Deeper insight. The journey of Yatharth is one of pure seeking, where knowledge is not acquired from external sources, but is an inner unveiling. True knowledge lies beyond layers of conditioning and is discovered as the mind becomes quieter and more receptive to its own deeper truths. Analogy. Imagine a sculptor revealing a statue hidden within a block of marble. Similarly, Yatharth's process of self-realization chisels away untruths, uncovering the statue of true self-knowledge within. This is wisdom that is innate, discovered rather than learned. 8. From worldly noise, Yatharth withdrew and found the self, both deep and true. Deeper insight. In withdrawing from the noise and clamor of the world, Yatharth's path leads to a depth that reveals the true nature of self. This withdrawal is not an escape, but a conscious choice to prioritize inner clarity over external chaos. Analogy. Like a pearl forming in the quiet depths of the ocean, self-realization grows in silence. Yatharth's journey encourages a detachment from unnecessary distractions, fostering an environment where the self can be understood in its profound, undisturbed nature.